Sisters of Leisure, where we are living every day and seeking and understanding real events. I am Tracey, and that's my little sister right there on my right side. And we are just so honored for you to be here. But before we get started today, I want to talk about this amazing sponsor. Her name is Kamika. She is the business owner of Get, and Get meaning good enough to touch. And she has some amazing products here. We're working on safety nowadays, so we really need the hand sanitizer. That is a must. The hand sanitizer is a must. You get a hand sanitizer, you spray it on your hands. And the other thing that we get is really cool. It's like the mask spray, because you know how sometimes our breath don't be right and we can smell it. So we got the mask spray, and it's a wonderful spray. You spray it in your mask, shake it a little bit, put it back on, nice and fresh. So this is awesome. And she also has a lip balm, and it is so amazing. So it is good enough to touch, and you can go to her Instagram or her website at score that thing. What's that hyphen? Excuse me. www.gett-products.com, and she's also on Instagram. Thank you, Kamika. We really appreciate you and your wonderful business, and we're just so happy to have these wonderful, amazing products right here. Well, I'm just so honored to just introduce this wonderful woman here. She is Cynthia Maria, and she is an amazing artist. She is passionate about, she's a makeup artist. She's passionate about what she does. She does an amazing job. She's an educator. She's a teacher. She absolutely loves what she does. And I had an awesome time taking one of her classes. And Cynthia, what made you get into makeup art? I mean, look at your makeup now. It's flawless.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's really
yeah. Yeah, like
I don't know what made me get into it. Let me process this question. That's a good one. It's not something I just jumped up. Well, actually, I've been doing makeup, I guess, for a while. And I thought about doing makeup artistry when I was a kid living in Germany. But it was just a makeup-y thing. I saw people wearing makeup. I thought it was cool because women were wearing makeup. Wasn't a big deal. When I went off to college, and a young man in college who was doing photography asked me to do makeup on his models. And I thought, okay, no big deal to makeup on his models. Then when I went back to college again, a second time, to work on a different degree, I took a job in the makeup department. So that gift started to develop, for lack of a better word. So the more I did makeup on clients, the more I became involved in the industry. And it actually put me through college the second time doing makeup.
okay.
So I have a question.
Okay.
So were you a contractor? Did you have a job working with someone, or how did that go?
Well, when you work in retail, you work for a specific brand, whether it's MAC or Estee Lauder or Gagey, whatever is out there, whatever that line is, you work for that particular company selling that particular makeup. You're trained on that particular makeup. I don't know how things go now, but during that time I was selling makeup behind the counter, was one particular brand you work with, and you work with just that brand.
Okay.
You're trained on it. So that put me through college doing makeup on that level. And,
so how did you excuse me, I'm sorry. How did you evolve to where you are now? Like on your website, you have a website. You teach classes. And when I was in your class, I mean, you really took the time out to teach us the different products. And I'm just going to show you a couple of things that I did get when we were in the class. Ooh, excuse me. I mean, you got skin tight, silicone. I mean, you got makeup, you got all kinds of stuff. You know, makeup in my makeup bag is just makeup, Maybelline, you know. Yeah. But you have products that I just never thought that I would ever see or know anything about. And I mean, there's so much more in this bag right here, but you're so skilled and you taught us all the products. Why do you have to do that? To teach us the products before you get started on your taking classes?
Wait a minute, what was the question again?
Like, why do you like teach the products first? Even though you may have, yeah.
So that you have to have that basic knowledge. You gotta understand I can't just jump in and say, hey, grab the pencil with the black liner, with the black on it, and grab that bottle that says skin tight. I want you to do this next. You need to have a basic foundation. And I'm dealing with your unique situation. That class was a very unique situation. Because I had one woman such as yourself who has no background in makeup. Then I had two CNN at makeup artists work for CNN. And then I had a child whose skill level, you remember her, right?
Yeah.
A child whose skill level surpassed the norm. I couldn't explain I couldn't explain that. So, and it was a child. She was a child, literally a child. But her skill level was not average. So when you have that type of audience in that classroom, you have to take the time to break it down. Even if the individuals in the classroom all were professional makeup artists who have been in the industry 5, 6 years, or 10 years, or 20 years, I break down what it is that you have in your kit, and I also discuss things that are not in your kit. These women already told me where they're trying to go. Even the child told me where she's trying to go. Everyone wants to be a makeup artist, but they want to be the best makeup artist at what they do. So 2 of the women wanted to go into the movie industry and become professional makeup artists. It's a total different field when you go from TV broadcasting to, from TV broadcasting to film and television. And you have to know a little bit of special effects makeup in order to be just a regular makeup artist. You got to know how to do a bruise and a cut. You have to know how to apply one. You got to know how to color one. So in order to make sure that they understood where they were going, because it was only an 8-hour class, I had to explain the different types of adhesives they're going to be using when they get into their real world. Not just the common, it's not a glue. There's several different adhesives for several different reasons. How to apply makeup when it's silicone. What would you use to apply makeup with that when it comes to the adhesives? What would you use to apply a foam latex makeup? So there's a different type of product for it. Depends on the avenue. If you have to make a cut on the spot and didn't have anything to make a cut with, that's when you get the silicone products from a small, handy, in-type product kit, so you can make a cut right away. Blood, you have to do a little bit of blood. So those questions, you have to answer the questions before they ask the question. So while you were sitting there watching, I was answering the questions so they wouldn't have to ask the questions. And they were so like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of information, but this is where you're trying to go. This is what you need to understand. If I had a week with them, I could break down everything. But it's very important that a person knows what you're going to have or what you're going to be faced with before you get into the situation. And if you're talking about going pro as a makeup artist, pro in the television field, that's different from being a pro and you're doing makeup for a broadcaster, or if you're doing makeup for someone who's in a live production, or which means maybe someone singing on stage, live production or theater or something like that. You got to know what you're walking into, because they're looking more so for TV. And even now, when people do makeup for Halloween, they want it to look as realistic as possible. So you still using products that they would use on television for live production.
I have a question. So is there, I know there's a difference between, of course, you know, television makeup artist, well, in like your wedding or your modeling or whatever. So is there like stages to it? Is there like, I don't do weddings anymore. I only do, television broadcasts. Is there a thing in the makeup industry when it comes to that?
Okay, I want to make sure I understood your question. Are you saying is there a crossover, or what are we saying here?
Well, say for instance, you do more like special effects, correct? Or do you still do, like, if someone was to say, "Hey, Cynthia, I need you to do a wedding party of 8."
No. Okay, I get it. Okay, I'm sorry. I have gone through those stages, but
Okay.
I keep the expansion going. I'll expand. I keep learning. I keep growing. I used to like to be one of the wedding girls. I want to do all the weddings. That shut down quickly. After the first, second, third, after probably the sixth American wedding, I was like, okay, I can't do this. My patience was like, sit down. Stop moving. Stop coming in. There's too much going on. Some people love that end result. There's so many things going on at a wedding. So even when I went from American weddings to doing weddings for Indian brides or African brides, it could still be a lot. I'm like, I gotta get out of this. So it depends. People have that passion. Some people have that wedding passion. It's what they do and they love it. Some makeup artists like that commercial makeup, doing makeup for commercials all the time, and they love it. My passion is especially if you have something that specializes in one day you say, I really just need you to clean makeup with nothing on. To me, that's a special thing. Clean makeup, not a lot of color, just want to see something very clean skin. That's fine. Especially when I'm looking at my schedule, I'm like, okay, look, I'm doing some classes here. That's great. You need me to come on board to do a specific look. And when it becomes a specific look, that means a lot of pre-work has to be done. A lot of preparation has to go into that look. So they're looking for someone who's specific in an area. And my colors come from everywhere. And they're looking specifically for Synthe. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, yes, I've done the beauty, done the television, done the beauty bridal stuff, done the at the counter stuff. I'm not above it. If someone comes and says, I really want you to do my wedding, I've done that. I'm like, okay, I'll do your wedding.
Okay.
I'll do your wedding. Promise. Girl, I'll do your wedding. But it takes a special person. It's like finding your niche. Okay, once you find that niche and you love it, that's where you stay for a moment. But a lot of the makeup artists I know who I take company with, they're growing. We all started like in the same area, but they're growing in different arenas right now. But they're always where to go back to because they have that skill set, but a lot of them are growing in different directions. I am inquisitive. So when my inquisitiveness kicked in, I wanted to learn a lot of stuff, but I learned it and it stuck with me, so I can keep doing it. So everything from applying the bald cap on different types of hair, on different types of heads, on different types of people. You gotta understand what to do at that given moment and what happens if you get a tear or the color's wrong, how you fix it. So beauty work, you put on someone's makeup and the foundation doesn't match. You gotta be honest. Listen, I don't like the way the foundation looks. Take it off. In commercial, you only have 30 minutes to put makeup on. You better mark it. You gotta set it and get it done right, correctly the first time. If you're doing TV and they said we need somebody now in 10 minutes, you gotta know how to put it on in 10 minutes. When you're on set, you gotta know what to do when you're not on set. You gotta know what to do when you're waiting, when you're doing a live production for a huge day. You gotta know your place. So that in all situations, no matter what I choose to do, what area I'm in, you've got to know how to serve.
Yeah.
You got to know how to serve. You're there to serve, nothing else. You know.
So were you nervous the first time you did makeup? I could just only imagine. I need you to do some celebrity's makeup. You're like, oh my goodness, okay. Knowing me, I'd be nervous the first time.
I'm nervous when I don't even have it. I'm nervous on people who are not celebrities.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not a celebrity. You're a celebrity, you sit in my chair. Period. Yeah. So I'm not above doing anyone's makeup. The idea that just know I'm going to be doing something great for somebody to make them feel good, or for somebody's event, is you're that celebrity. I've gotten nervous a few times. I've gotten nervous a few times with people who weren't television stars. I've gotten nervous before with someone who was television star, and then there were people who were television stars that come like, okay, let's sit down, let's go, let's do this. Yeah. And just comfortable with someone get nervous, you know what I'm saying? But I think I'm always have that nervous thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're nervous coming on this show every day. Every time we come, it's like, oh my goodness, we got to do this. I don't know.
Yeah. So, but I want to ask a personal question. Well, it's for me, it's for my benefit. Because, you know, I am not a very, I'm a fan of makeup. I love makeup. I have tons of makeup. Do I use it? Do I know to apply it? Not really. So, Tracey, why are you shaking your head like that? Like, that's not even.
Yes,
but anyway, so like, and I have watery eyes. And so like, I can only imagine like a makeup artist trying to put makeup on me and my eyes are watery and I have to, and it wipes off. So do you have a product that you know of that can help that would stick and stay?
It's not a product that controls watery eyes, because watery eyes comes from the inside.
Yes.
That's inside you. That watery eye comes out on its own. You don't want to stop up a watery eye. That's kind of big.
I want to be able to still have watery eyes and still have my makeup intact.
I think you lost me. Wait.
Like is there, like, for instance, you're doing makeup, and say, for instance, do you know of a product or any product, like a concealer, a foundation, anything that you know that, you know, no matter what, it can storm outside and rain can be falling and it won't budge?
So there are products, and there's ingredients in products, and there's techniques.
Okay.
So I can't stop your eyes from watering.
No.
That's not gonna happen. Your eyes are gonna water because that's inside of you. That's like saying, I can't stop your body from doing what it wants to do, you know, because here's how I explain this to certain people, and to help them understand. You can get a heart transplant, and that heart and the body can reject that heart because it didn't come with that body. Mm-hmm. Put something on your face and keep it from sweating, even though the product doesn't keep you from sweating or crying. Your body overrules anything artificial or anything that's not. So that's just being real. So say, products, I can tell you some products to purchase. I can tell you some products that work uniquely with keep you from sweating. But it's not. There's nothing to keep you from crying, because your body just naturally has a watery eye. My right eye is an overwatering eye. It will water on just because it wants to water.
Yeah.
And you can't control the water. I have one of those eyeballs that does that, and it's like, I know, but it's trying to get that client to focus on something else so that you put the makeup on and it actually works. It's to get convinced in conversation and think about something else. The eye stops watering, lower makeup on, and you set it. So if you do cry or water, you can just tap it and keeps it from ruining your makeup.
So do you have special stories, without saying any celebrities' names, that you experienced?
I've had, yeah. I've had quite a few talents that I work with. The experiences have always been very special, very unique. I was working with a very well-known talent who was comfortable with me airbrushing her face. She fell asleep because it was so soothing. So it's kind of difficult to get them to be in place because they've fallen asleep on me. It's like, okay, just work around it. But I got it, because a lot of people who apply makeup with the airbrush, it's so soothing they fall asleep. And there's some that made me nervous.
How about someone that you just like, you know what, I can't stand it. I don't even want to work with this person anymore.
No, there's never been that situation.
Very good.
Because you know what? I will say no.
From the jump.
Yeah, or I'll tell the person I won't do that.
Very good. But okay, so I'm going to change it up. So I looked on your website, which I love. And my favorite part is your nuggets. And so I love that because your nuggets can be applied to anything, makeup artistry. It can be applied to someone who's selling insurance. Like, you know, like it's a holistic type of approach. And so what made you want to do just like nuggets for people to say, and it just a small snippet of you dropping knowledge?
I think it's 30 seconds of 1 minute. No, it's the nuggets came. Okay, the nuggets came because I've written a book. I haven't published it yet, but the book is written. and it came from hearing the hearts of makeup artists. The nuggets came from hearing the hearts of makeup artists. And one of the things I found with a lot of makeup artists who are so talented, they are so afraid to a level of the fear is not being good enough, but the fear is insecurity. So those nuggets came when I kept hearing those stories. I'm like, dude, you're good. Like, why are you saying this? You're like, you're the best at what you do. I don't get it. But then I remember those times where I was like that, or I have moments where that's me. So it comes from that. That's where it comes from. It's just seeing the lives of makeup artists who I really, truly believe in. And I see their tenacity and their drive. They want to get it. And then when they get there, or they don't get there, it's because they're insecure. That's a very painful thing for a lot of people. They're not where they should be because they're so insecure and not certain of themselves.
Yeah.
So those nuggets came because of that. And they continue to come because of that, or just experiences that I have. So when those things happen, it's like, aha, okay, nugget time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I love those nuggets. Those are awesome because, you know, I can see so many people learning just how to, you know, just kind of get that motivation, that energy to keep going just by hearing that, just clicking for one minute and getting that piece of information. So
is there a high demand for makeup artists right now?
There's always going to be a high demand for makeup artists. Mm-hmm. There's always going to be a high demand for makeup artists. Always. And that's because there's a need in every facet of the industry. There's a need for makeup artists. And makeup artists doesn't mean necessarily it covers the face. It could be body. It could be hands. It could be feet. It could be anything. There's always a need for makeup artists. Always a need for makeup artists.
Yeah, so I seen that picture of the body art that you did, like a whole person. Where were you? Like, who wanted that? Was that New Orleans? Like,
so was that the clown?
Was it the clown? I'm not too sure.
I love the shoe. I love the shoe. I was like,
shoe.
Yeah, that was
okay. Nice. The shoe was a commission. I was called to paint a shoe for a hair competition at Brown Brothers Hair Show.
Okay.
So that's how that came to be. Now, the one I think that you were advertising was just on the strength of practicing.
Mm-hmm. Well,
are you working on any special projects?
Uh-huh.
Can you tell us?
Is it a secret?
I'm always working on a special project. Yeah, it's a secret. Because I can't tell right now.
Okay.
I can tell later. I can't tell you right now.
That is so cool.
Yeah, that is. So I know that you're just busy all the time. So do you?
I don't know how you know that. I
mean, I call and you don't answer. You're like, I'm busy. I gotta go. I'm gone. I'm doing this.
I never answer you like that, Tracey.
I know.
You're not. I don't answer you like that.
I know you don't.
I always take in when you hit me up, I'm hitting you back.
Yeah. But you ain't at home though.
All up in my business, y'all.
See,
She know them. She know them.
Oh man. So did you go ahead, Michele?
Okay, I'm sorry. Because people wanted to know who you were, and they was like, well, I have a question. So I have a friend who has a question for Cynthia, and I promised her I was going to ask her this question. She wants to know about, like, you were saying about the caps, and I guess you make hair for people. Like, do you, like, not wigs or anything like that, but, like, is there something you can put, like, for a girl who's not so strong in her edges, you know,
For her
like,
head.
yeah. So do you specialize in, like, making things like hair, tattooing hair, or putting hair in places? No. Okay. I said I was gonna ask, so.
Nope. I am makeup, strictly makeup. Now I'm bald caps. I can apply hair to bald caps, but not that kind of hair. Not that.
Okay.
Not that.
So no Indian Remy. You can't put no Indian Remy on.
None of that Remy. No Remy. No Remy. None of that. No Brazilian. None of that.
Okay. I had
none
to
of
ask.
that.
Okay.
So did you have a job, any other job before makeup? Or you just, that was it, that's been it all the whole time?
Oh, I worked in corporate America.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got tired of corporate America? Or you just was like, I'm going to fulfill my passion?
I've never stopped doing makeup.
Okay.
I've done makeup my entire life.
Okay.
That is wonderful.
Oh, right?
That is wonderful. And so, and I know we're about to be cut off, but it's a lot of networking with your job too, correct? You got to know people.
You have, okay. Yeah, you do. Another thing with makeup artists, like, yeah, and I'm not gonna say it's just makeup artists. People tend not to sell themselves because they won't talk about themselves. Mm-hmm. So it requires a lot of networking. And those avenues are critical to the success of being a makeup artist as well. You have to go in arenas that you're not comfortable. You have to talk to people you don't want to talk to. You have to address situations you want to address. You've got to decide on your value. And sometimes when you decide on how much you're worth, you need to do specific things to make it happen. And one of them is networking. You have to talk to people. You have to go to places, you have to interject. And right now, you're not allowed to. It's very dangerous to go out there in those streets. So you have to find other avenues, other ways to get in front of other people.
Yeah. That's
wonderful. Well, you know what? We appreciate you, Synthe. If you want to go to her website, it's www.syntheonline.com. She has amazing classes. If you're a makeup or inspiring you to do makeup, you can go on her website, take some classes, look at those nuggets Michele spoke about. Mm-hmm. I mean, she is on fire and so very passionate. You can learn a whole lot if you're trying to up your game in the makeup field. And we just really appreciate you. It's an honor to meet you. When I met you, I was like, I love her. You know? I met you one time, I was like, that's my friend. You didn't know you was my friend, but you was my friend.
I know that.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, to a point where she took my class, I was like, this woman is taking my class.
Yeah.
And she said like the whole time.
I was amazed. But we know what? I'm just going to say this. I'm so happy that you all tuned in today with Cynthia Maria today. We love you all. And we are so happy that you watch Sisters of Leisure, where we're living every day and seeking, dang, I forget, and seeking and understanding really fast. Boom. Love y'all. Have a good one.
Don't forget to get your Get products.
Oh yeah, don't forget your Get product, because she got them.
Yeah.
Especially that breath one. We need that. Sometimes we be going out there wrong. Get it. Get your breath thing, your spray.
Can I see her bag again? Let me see her bag. Her bag. Get is on here.
No, the big one, Tracey. The big one. Show the big one.
Oh, the big. Oh.
Work with her. We
Get it,
work with her.
get it, y'all. Good enough to touch. That's what she
Oh.
said. And I believe it. Yes. Love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week. See y'all in 2 weeks.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Cynthia.
You're welcome.
Can you do my makeup?
I can. You coming to town?